Guys, this is the documented journey. Alright, it is September 19th, 7:44 p.m. I'm back. It has been a minute. And I don't want that to happen. I fell off for a couple weeks really with making consistent videos. So the goal really is to make probably at least a short a day and then perhaps at least one longer form video a week. Okay, so anyway, wanting to get into it. I made a short about this. I need to get back to controlling my sleep schedule because right now the number one thing I'd say in my life that is not good in regards to business or sales or that sort of a deal is my sleep schedule. And so that is the number one priority. So I have right here, I have some notes, and I'm just going to honestly kind of give my thoughts out for how I'm going to approach this. I will preface this with saying I know this is kind of pathetic. I should just be able to, hey, set an alarm and wake up. That's not working for me right now. I've been spinning my wheels for months. So I'm going to try to get something that's concrete where I'm literally going to wake up every single day where it's like forces me to wake up, right? So I don't have to rely on my self-discipline, but I'm simply going to make intentional environment changes to bring about that outcome I want, honestly, regardless of how I feel in the moment. I think that's a more powerful, long-term, less attractive approach, but anyway, I think it gets the better result in the end. So we'll say goal, wake up. We'll say get out of bed at 4:45 a.m. All right. Now we're going to think, okay, how are we going to approach this? Now I'm going to be referencing a lot of James Clear's Atomic Habits from this. So what I'm going to do is what we're going to do is I think the approach will be, what I'm going to do, I will, before I go to bed, I will set an alarm in the, before I go to bed, I will set an alarm, before I go to bed, I will set an alarm in the, before I go to bed, I will set an alarm in the pantry, in the pantry room on my phone for 4:48 a.m. So the goal is if I set my alarm here at the so I sleep upstairs in the top level, right? We have 3 levels. The pantry room's in the main level. If I'm upstairs in the top level and I set an alarm off on like the home pod and I get up, I turn that off at 4:45. So yeah, we'll say, and then I know that an alarm is going off in 3 minutes in the main level room, which where my parents sleep. Got a pretty strong incentive to go down there and make sure I don't wake them up. I don't want to do that. So if I honestly, this one sentence could have like changed everything, honestly, for months, which is, I'm going to make a separate video one of these days on the difference between perseverance and spinning your wheels. I think most of the time people lack, you want to persevere, you don't want to spin your wheels. I think most times people just don't persevere. But I think there are times when you are kind of spinning your wheels, like the definition of insanity sort of deal, right? So honestly, I was thinking about something a little more elaborate. I think this is it now that I think about it. If I set an alarm, so I have an automatic alarm set on the HomePod. So we'll say 1. Alarm is set on HomePod to go off at 4:48 a.m. 2. Okay, and then we'll say, so before I go to bed, honestly, guys, I think this will, because once the alarm goes off on the HomePod, I have to go downstairs. And if I can go downstairs, like if I'm downstairs, I'm coherent enough and I'm awake enough where I'm going to be able to stay awake. In the past, I've had it where if I set the alarm right next to me, then I just turn it off and go back to bed. Even if I sit in the same room with me, I found I need to create more friction between turning off the alarm and going back to bed. So if I go back downstairs, I mean, by that time, I'm coherent enough, I think, where enough willpower, probably not even willpower, but I'm just awake enough where it's like, yeah, I'm going to stay up because I want to get up, but then I also want to go back to bed. So just creating enough distance, enough friction between, making there more steps, but so I don't do the thing I want to do. So I don't do the thing I don't want to do in the moment, and I do the thing I want to do, which is get up, right? So honestly, I think this is set. Dang, I mean, oh, this almost gets me irritated, or at least have a feeling of irritation when I think about this, because this could have caused, I could be farther along than where I am, but that's okay. You learn as you go. I'm not going to get upset about it. That's certainly not helpful. Don't want to be lackadaisical about it. Want to be real about it. Learn from this, but just keep moving along. So, I think that's set. So let me end this video. All right. So I will hopefully, well, maybe create a short. Well, tomorrow I will if I woke up at 4:45. So we'll see.